my dear Aries, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of July with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a 4 elements pick a card reading up. What childhood injustice is still unhealed in me? For the full members to this channel and the reading, my greatest opportunity to enjoy life in an unexpected way, are available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for June to get a context, and this is the prediction for July. I will start reading your cards, and I'm using the Oceanic Tarot by Jane Wallace. Okay. So, when I open your deck here, I see 2 of Wands, Vision, together with 6 of Swords, Calm. So this is someone that doesn't want to make a mistake. They want to choose well. They want to be level-headed, and they see a lot of problems. Maybe there's another person that's very enthusiastic about stuff, and this person is kind of a little bit scared by that person's enthusiasm. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the King of the Ocean, Order, together with the 6 of Swords, Calm. So I think this is a person that's easily stressed out internally if things aren't as they have planned. But if they are allowed to have some control, this is a very competent person, but they can be a little bit of a naysayer. Okay. The King of the Ocean, it's actually Aries, so it might be you that feels overwhelmed, or it might be that there's a person you're dealing with. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and we have the moon here, Illusion, together with the 6 of Swords. It can be that you're worrying about, maybe you have a lot of problems in your life and you're worrying a little bit, like in general. Might be problems with your maybe elderly parents, or problems with your kids going to in the school where they go to, or it can be problems with your partner, problems at work, problems with your friends. So there's a lot of things that's adding up and putting like a burden on this person. Either this is you or it's the person you're dealing with. So it's a lot of fearful things when we have kind of lost control a little bit, because there's so many things happening at once. So we get a little bit stressed out. And we fear the worst, or we fear that we will lose control, so things will become really difficult or even really bad, or that we will make mistakes or fall on our face and maybe lose things that's important to us. So I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Queen of the Ocean, which is the Empress, Abundance, together with the 6 of Swords, Calm. So we're trying to keep ourselves very calm through everything. The Queen of the Ocean, it's someone that's very enthusiastic, don't see limitations, but in the same time is very smart. So it might be that there's 2 pretty smart people, but that's clashing a little bit, because one person sees the worst that can happen, and the other person sees the possibilities of what can be manifested. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. 9 of Swords, anxiety. I think we got that message from the previous cards, but might be sleepless nights, hard time sleeping, or we are worrying. We feel like if we take a moment and breathe, we realize that we have a lot of anxiety and we don't really know why. But I just think it's like the system is overwhelmed, and maybe we need to take a little bit of a pregnant pause before we hit off and do, you know, everything that needs to be done or everything that we dream of doing. So if this is 2 people, the more enthusiastic person might need to let the less enthusiastic person take a breather, you know, take a moment to not do a lot of things when it comes to our future plans or whatever is going to happen, and just focus on enjoying the season, enjoying life, doing a little bit of fun things, not totally disregarding our responsibilities, but maybe not take on so many new things at this point. A more enthusiastic person, if they feel like they want to take on a million new things, they can do it on their own, okay? And the other person needs just a little bit of a time, like say a few weeks or a month, where they just can taste freedom and come into balance with their, with their liquids inside. The moon can start to calm down. The moon is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, and we have 9 of Swords, anxiety. So those two cards is triggering each other. The moon, like the certain frequency of energy is coming in, maybe the subconscious has calculated something dreadful to happen, and it starts to put waves of emotion inside a person. And then anxiety, 9 of Swords, we start to think obsessively about things or being unable to sleep, and we might not even know really why. And we need to take a moment to think through things and feel into things and decide what we want. Usually these moments in times are very important, so we can decide what we want to do with the rest of our future. If we run in this when we are in this state, we might miss certain opportunities, doors, chances, possibilities, or we might even start to be repelled towards things that are usually, maybe it should be something that our destiny is calling us to do, but because we get overwhelmed, we start to feel repulsion towards the thing that is really our destiny. So we might miss out on our destiny because we lose the internal balance. Okay, so I'll just tune in here for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in July, either with another person or maybe with yourself. Okay. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the World card, regeneration. So the person needs to take a breather, a moment before the next cycle of events starts. Okay, so before we jump into the next thing or start with our big project or start with this dream, we just need to take a breather. Okay, and this is the old bottom of the deck, Hermit, Contemplation. So it seems like this is also connected to the Moon card, that a person has been called for a longer period of time to take a rest, to take a moment, to take this breather, and maybe they haven't listened to it, or they were unable to listen to it, maybe because you pushed them in another direction. For example, asking for this, asking for that, needing them to fulfill your needs. And this, it's like the darkness and stillness and silence has been calling this person for a while, because they need to kind of come to terms with what they're going to do with the rest of their life. So try to not bother this person. And if this is you, try to give yourself a chance to, just relax, go to the beach, like a silent beach with not so many people, or take a walk in the forest, or just sit or rest in the patio, or things that can help you to come back into balance. Okay, so this is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings towards them, the bond between you two. This is their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for July. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. Okay. So we start with the situation here, and it's the Magician manifestation. So there's another energy that's pulling us forward, okay, because we are also being inspired. This is the moment in time when we can really live our life to the fullest, or really fulfill our dreams. So it's two different energies pulling at us in the same time, or it might be one energy is pulling one person and the other energy is pulling the other person. So this can therefore be a little bit difficult if we are like in different situations. One need to rest and go deeper into their own soul, and the other person has like a million of things that they are like, they're just spraying out ideas, this and this and this and that and that and that and that, and it's going to come wonderful things from this, absolutely. But if it's maybe we need to stand a little bit more on our own to manifest this. And if it's in the same person that both these things comes, we just need this pregnant pause. So write down your ideas and maybe make a to-do list of the things that absolutely need to be done now, but be also very strict with yourself that you don't put too many things on this list. And then have a list with fun, relaxing activities. So you take one from that list and one from the other list, and then one from that list and one from the other list, so that you can help yourself to balance these two very opposing energies. Okay, this is what's on your mind. And we have the King of Wands, practicality. It feels both connected with the Emperor energy and the Empress energy. The Emperor energy, that it supports that we need to think about the future. Okay, we can't just run ahead without thinking of the ramification or consequences. For example, we can't just quit our job and start traveling around the world if we have small kids that needs diapers. We need to pay for those. We need to have a job to pay for the food and things like this. So we might need to take it in stages, like we decide that we will save up some money, and so we will have enough money to provide for us and our kids for a year, and then we can travel because the kids are small and they don't go to school, and it can be amazing. But it's also connected with the Empress, because the King of Wands is very creative, very practical, very creative, getting things done, putting things into movement. And this is what's on the other person's mind. Ace of Wands, growth. So it's a little bit shocking to me that this card comes here, Ace of Wands. It seems like you are aligned and wants the same thing. It's just that this is a little bit Ace of Wands. So maybe and we also have, like here, you're facing each other. If this person is this little seahorse, you're facing the seahorse here, but you're not really looking at it. So maybe you're missing out to hear the other person's signals. Maybe it doesn't have to be such a big clash. It just needs to, like this person is very loyal, but and they will tag along with you, even if they get scared, like, but what if I quit my job and we travel for a year and then nobody wants me on the work market anymore? So even if they're scared, they still like want to tag along with you. So I'm hearing a song, come along with me. Come along, you'll see. I don't remember exactly, but what a time to be free. So I think this person wants to aim for freedom. This person also wants freedom, but they might have different ideas what freedom is. And probably they need some conversation, communication, a lot of listening to come to terms with what is the best way forward. So everyone will feel comfortable. No one will feel overrun or, bulldozed to the ground. Okay. So here we have the Knight of Cups, proposal. So I think if you are the one that has all these ideas, really wants what's best for both people. You might even be able to see what's best for the other person without them knowing it, but they get easily overwhelmed. They get easily scared if they are put under a lot of pressure or need to take like life altering decisions without having a moment. So even if what you see and what you are inspired by is amazing, let the other person get a chance to catch up with you. Okay, so this is your emotions. The vortex, temptation. Okay, I want to see the other person's. The star, hope. It's like you're shifting side a little bit, because here we can see that you are more scared for the future and they are more hopeful and inspired. But it seems like you are coming with a proposal to this person. So maybe you are very similar in a way, and you might oscillate between like one person being overwhelmed, the other person being inspired, and then this person is inspired and this person is overwhelmed. So it might go like that as well. This is traditionally, this is the devil card, so it has to do with the shadows. You might have some issues. For example, it can be workaholism, or it can be controlling and nitpicking, and that we can be maybe criticizing or pushing people in a certain direction. It doesn't have to be like all of those things, but probably one of those things or something in that area, that we are maybe a little bit too controlling, or we have a little bit too strong will, or we are in the risk of just driving all over this a little bit more sensitive person. It's a little bit more dreaming, sensitive, careful person. But I feel your intention is very good, but this is a chance for you to also deal with maybe how you are stressing yourself out with working too hard, or how you are putting too much on your plate, or how you are you're running away almost from yourself, or if there can be other shadowy aspect here that we can be able to spot in contradiction to this person, in conflict with this person. They are like a contrast to us, so we can see what's going on with us. This is also connected to the Lovers card, so it's how we relate to other people, which might be a little bit not 100% balanced. Okay, this is your behaviors and attitudes. 7 of Cups, possibility. So not always anchored in reality. You're very practical, you're getting things done, but maybe are not always 100% sure of the consequences. The 7 of Cups is possibilities, but it can be so many possibilities. So we don't know really exactly which one will manifest. We'll see. And this is the other person. They're very young, little bit careful energy. This is a little page, a little ace, this little star card, imagination. So I think this person, like even if their voice is a little bit silent, or they might even be angry at times because of the Ace of Wands, but feel like they are not listened to. So if you could work on listening to this person, they might come with great ideas for where to direct your beautiful, more blunt and forceful energy. Okay, so can be a good match here. And we have, as a result, the Queen of the Ocean, abundance. If you're able to make this work between the two of you, or your two different aspects of yourself, this will be very abundant. There's a little bit of pregnant pause where we figure out where to go, and we take things a little bit slow. But when we are finally kind of balanced ourselves, or figure out what both people want, or what both aspects of you want, and figure out a balanced and tranquil road forward, where we can take care of everyone's needs in a balanced and fair way. I think this is a very promising situation. Okay, so clarifying the Magician with the Barbara Moore Wizard's Tarot, and we have the World card. It's this card. So we are transitioning between two different stages. One stage that were before, where things were in a certain way, it wasn't perfect. And we have kind of evolved past that stage. So it might be that we have left the work behind, we have stopped school, or our most fertile years are gone and we are going into like a more mature age. Or it can be that we have had certain problems in the past, we went through them, and now it's time to turn the page. So something, it's like here was then and this is now. This is the beginning of something new. Also have the Eights and the Page and the Star card here, promising newness. Clarifying your King of Wands. Ace of Wands. So that's amazing, because the other person has Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing again that you are really on the same page. It's just maybe different pace. One is more forceful and the other one is more delicate. Okay, clarifying the Ace of Wands. Eight of Swords. So they feel like they don't have enough power, they don't have enough control. Maybe they feel like you are taking all the control, and they feel therefore very exposed in a way, because they are not allowed to decide for themselves what they would want to do. So clarifying the Knight of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. So what you're offering is still beautiful. It's just that it needs to be tempered a little bit. Clarifying the Temptation card. We have the Hierophant. So it's this with control, thinking that you know everything, how everything is supposed to be done. That might be true, that you know better, but a little delicate energy like this needs to be allowed to make their own mistakes, and maybe learn things that you have learned through making mistakes. So even if they come with some bad ideas, let them try it out anyway, if it isn't too precarious, and they will see. And don't say I told you so, I already knew that you were going to go like this. Like, come with your idea. If they are very like about their idea, maybe let them have it. Okay, if it's not too important, let them have it, and let them learn by their own mistake. Don't be such a know-it-all. Okay, clarifying the Star card, and here we have the Devil. You're so funny. Okay, so this is the Devil in this deck, and this is the Devil in the other deck. So they also have their shadows, but I feel like it more fears, as they fear like losing freedom, losing control, losing like their right to decide things for themselves. So they feel small in a way. Clarifying the Seven of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands together with the Knight of Cups. So you want so much, you want to offer so much, you want to be so much for this person and be so helpful and, solve all their problems. Maybe some of their problems they need to solve by themselves. And this is their energy. So you're so funny, because here we have their energy, Page of Cups clarifying, and Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. So there's Seven of Cups on both sides here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. Devil, Devil. Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. They are also trying to sort it out. I think both of you could benefit a lot from communicating with each other. You have so many fertile ideas, but coming together with those fertile ideas, it's no end to what you can figure out, and how beautiful your solutions can be, and how amazing your future can be, because of this, people listening to each other and really taking the best ideas and putting those to motion. But we can see that this person is very uncertain, because they feel like their ideas is always shut down, or no one is listening to them. They don't have the same authority that you have. So you need to be like tiptoeing a little bit and being a little bit careful with this person to not eliminate their person. If you bulldoze right over them and don't listen to what they want and what they feel and their dreams for their life, you're going to lose this person. They are going to not be with you anymore, because if they stay with you, they will lose themselves. So be nice, okay? It's for your own good. I'm not saying that you're a monster. You're very competent. You're a force of nature that can really get things done in a beautiful way and birth forward new stuff into earth. So almost like a artist, or like a painter, or a writer or something, someone that just sprays out a lot of ideas and also able to get them done. But just know that there's other people that's a little bit more delicate energy, and they need to have room to grow too. It's like you're this big flower taking up all the sunlight like this, and they are this little flower and they want sunlight too. Okay. And end card, clarifying the abundance. Empress is the 5 of Cups, so I'm not really satisfied with that. Disappointment. 3 of Swords. Okay, so it's this, the divine wants to be a little bit sharp. The Queen of the Ocean is very abundant, fertile, a fulfiller of dreams. Okay, but she can also be like a smothering mother, and if you are being like this, a smothering mother, you will lose. And that's the divine is saying, this is a real danger. Be careful, and hold your horses, and don't be such a bulldozer energy. If you have anxiety and stress, deal with it yourself, and fulfill your own needs, and save the day by your energy, and let this person have this pregnant pause. I definitely feel like they will be a good support to you, help you in an amazing way, come with amazing sparkling ideas them as well, and together you will be able to fertilize those ideas and get it into motion. But if you kill them off, if you become this big flower and they don't get any light, and they start to dwindle and die, they will start to want to be planted somewhere else, and that will make you really, really sad. So be careful how you deal with things. Let the other person decide 50%, and you decide 50%. Try to make it fair. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the love reading for June to learn more about this situation or relationship. And please share my videos on your social media to let more people know about them. Also hit the like button to show YouTube that you want to see more readings from me in your feed. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you in advance also for watching this far, and take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.